Welcome to week 10 of 75 Hard. This is a 75-day challenge, which is under 11 weeks, which means that after this week is complete, we have less than a week to go. So this is our final full week of the challenge, and oh my god, it's surreal to get this far, honestly. Like, it's just insane. Before the vlog begins, I just want to do a really quick intro to what the challenge is. If you've been here for the last 10 weeks, you already know, so feel free to skip through this. But basically, this is a 75-day challenge created by a guy called Andy Frisella, where you have to do a list of activities every single day. And if you miss even one activity, you fail the challenge, and basically you have to start again from scratch. It's very difficult to complete, and a lot of people don't, which is why the challenge is notorious, or it's like really well known, because so many people have attempted it or tried it. And honestly, I was scared of the challenge until I completed it before. So I did this challenge last year. I started from January 1st. I was 20 weeks pregnant at the time. I did end up failing the challenge like in the day 42 or so of the challenge, and I had to start again, but then I completed the challenge. So it took me about 4 months, but we got there in the end. And this is my second attempt at 75 Hard. I did try 75 Soft also when I was postpartum. So what are the activities? Let's just get straight into it and then get into the vlog, and I will see you at the very end for a little bit of a recap. So we need to read 10 pages of a physical non-fiction book. So you have to be able to hold the book in your hands, and it has to be non-fiction. You need to do a gallon of water. So drink a gallon of water, but it has to be plain water with absolutely nothing in it. So I calculate that as like 4 litres. So at least 4 litres of plain water every single day. You need to take a progress picture of your body every single day. You need to do 2 workouts, 2 45-minute workouts. They have to be at least 3 hours apart, one of them at least has to be outdoors as well. So there's a lot to kind of like organize there in terms of time management and everything. And lastly, you need to choose a diet, whatever diet you want, but once you have chosen that diet, you need to stick to it. No cheating and no alcohol. So I find this kind of like a choose your own. Like, some people would say this is very rigid because you have to do the same things every single day, and if you've missed any of them, you fail. Whereas I find it very kind of like choose your own journey, because you choose what books you want to do, you choose the workouts, so long as they fall into the schedule of at least 3 hours apart, and one of them at least being outdoors, and being 45 minutes, and you choose a diet as well. So I don't know, I find that actually my perception of it is very inclusive, and you know, people again can choose your own journey with it, so long as they fall into that remit of activities. But for me, I chose the diet of just homemaking food. So it was really important for me to take this 2.5 months of my life and just like really focus on like learning new recipes, using new ingredients, finding new ways to cook things, trying things I've never tried before. One thing that was really important to me was to make a pizza completely from scratch, and there was loads of things. I can't even think of most of them now, but there was a lot there, like using social media recipes, like lots of different things. So that's what I decided to do. Now I can have dessert, I can have whatever I want, so long as I make it myself. So that's the caveat. And I can eat out, so long as it's from like a good reputable place, or something that, you know, I would be able to make at home. Anyway, there's nothing like not that it's not processed, but it's not like packaged or anything. Like, they're cooking everything there in the same way as I would cook it at home, and then I'm eating it. So I hope that makes sense. So that was my diet. It makes sense to me. Okay, that was my diet. The book I'm currently reading is The Big Short. This is my 3rd book of the challenge. So yeah, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy this as my last final week of 75 Hard, and I will see you at the end.
Good morning and welcome to week 10. Woohoo! I woke up today with a banging headache. My throat is sore, my nose is blocked. But but it's the headache that's really getting to me. Some of it is lack of sleep, but I think a lot of it is like the copious amount of phone time and screen time that I'm not used to, and that's because of A, 75 Hard, and B, my business. So obviously with the business, I am recording content, I'm posting it, I'm checking my socials, all that sort of stuff. I'm not scrolling or anything, it's literally just like all work stuff. But then with 75 Hard, I'm constantly recording. When I'm doing a yoga, I'm looking at a screen. When I'm in the gym, I'm looking at my workout, like my plan, sporadically. When I'm out on my walk, I'm listening to something. I'm constantly recording videos or editing videos or posting. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot. So I am very excited for 75 Hard to finish. I may still have all of the business screen time, but at least this month's screen time will be eradicated and gone. Checking ChatGPT constantly for shopping lists and cooking instructions and this and that. Like, I just need to get off my phone. I really feel like that is contributing to my headache, because it's like first thing in the morning, last thing at night, I'm just like looking at a screen and it's just not good. So with all that being said, I am a bit sick. I've got the gym today. I've got a very busy day. I've got the gym today. Come home, put Saoirse to sleep. I have a business phone call. I was meant to have a second business phone call, like a business meeting, but I've pushed that out to Friday because after that call today, I need to get ready to go collect Brona and then go in for a business meeting in Blanchardstown. And then after that, I need to go do some like Christmas shopping bits. So just looking at the girls there, they're so cute. So a busy day today and a lot to do, lots of calls and meetings and different things. And today is Wednesday of Black Friday week, which obviously doesn't help with the screen time as well, because I'm trying to like really push for Black Friday. And then 6 o'clock tonight, actually, I've got like a whole social media business shout out thing that I'm part of at 6 o'clock. So yeah, lots on, busy day, but we'll get it done. Okay. Hello. I am very hungry today. I've asked Carl to go down and get Brona. Gym session was good. It was upper body, so got a nice pump on. And I had a really good business call there with someone who has a really good business that actually makes the cacao that I use, Knit Cacao. So I had a call with Anna, one of the owners. That was really interesting. I went on for about 45 minutes. But I was just starving after. I didn't read my 10 pages actually. I took Saoirse to sleep, but I just wanted to come down, start making my food, because that will also help me time-wise, because I have to go do my in-person meeting, and I also need to change my outfit, I need to do my makeup, all that sort of stuff. So it's very busy at the moment today. I didn't go on to ChatGPT, but I'm definitely making a ChatGPT-esque style meal today. I was just in my fridge, just like pulling things out. Like, I suppose because I'm hungry, making it is probably influenced it a good bit. But I chopped up a potato. I put in some bacon lardons, treacle lardons. I had some broccoli there, so I chopped up broccoli. I had a tiny bit of onions, so I'm just after chopping that up and throwing it in. In a cup, I'm after whisking 4 eggs, because I'm sure Carol will have some of this as well. So I whisked 4 eggs. I'm just about to pour in actually, and then I've taken out the cottage cheese, which I haven't opened yet, so I'm going to throw that in as well. And then I got 2 pots each of salsa and guacamole, which I haven't used yet, so I was like, oh, I want them, so I'll put them on top. And I also have some spinach there, which I'll also throw into this for that goodness. So it's going to be a really good meal, and I hope it's going to sustain me for a long time
when I go out for that meeting later on today, I need to go to a shopping centre after, return a dress and do some Christmas shopping. And they have gym nuts there, so I will get like a smaller gym nut. I'm not going for like the large ones anymore. A, they're just way too much calories. B, I only really want like the taste of it, so I'm like, why am I like literally having so much? Like, it's unnecessary. Like, I do share with the girls, but I think I'll just get maybe a regular one, knowing that I'll be sharing with them. And I'll probably get a plain flapjack, which I'll also share with them. I don't need to be eating the whole thing, so let's be real about this. And then in terms of ingredients, I have a few bits there that I need to use. Like, I have peas, I've got carrots. You know, it's so funny, like, you do a huge shop and it's gone so quickly because you're just always using things up. But when I get home, I just need to actually run through what ingredients I have left and put it into ChatGPT and be like, look, make me something, like specifically stuff that needs to be used. I have sweet potato there I haven't used yet, so there's a few things that I want to see if I can incorporate them in somehow. Yeah, and I'm gonna have some of my brown bread with this as well. The teacher this morning, I'm also late today because I was just chatting for ages with Brona's teacher, but she was just raving about my bread, which is fab, and it like unlocked a core childhood memory for her husband. When he was a child, he had friends that were from Kerry, and they'd never have like biscuits or anything in the house, but they'd always have a loaf of bread similar to mine on the table with a knife, and as you're passing, you just break yourself off a piece and keep going. And he was just loving it and was going for seconds and thirds last night, which is great. So really glad about that. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to throw in my cottage cheese, I'm going to throw in my spinach, and then this is done. Serve it up, put on my guac, put on my salsa, cut my bread, good to go.
I'm meeting.
It is 7:10. I'm just about to finish my walk. I'm on my way home. So I have another 5-ish minutes left. Yeah, food wise, I only really had that food I cooked earlier on, and then I had a gym nut, so I'm not really hungry, so I might have something small. I'm not really sure yet. I still haven't read my 10 pages, so I need to do that, and I have one more water to drink. It's just been such a mad day, like all good, like all positive, but like non-stop, boom, 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 boom. It still is non-stop. As soon as I get home, kids are asleep in the car. Carl comes out, starts taking them out of the car so I can start walking. So he can then go on a call then that he has when I get home, which means obviously I'm taking over watching the girls, bringing them to bed, all that sort of stuff. I actually got the girls a McDonald's today, which I never get, but literally got them one Happy Meal between them, a cheeseburger and fries, and then for a drink I just got them a bottle of water. And then I added on this big pineapple stick, and they were starving, the pair of them. Like, they absolutely milled the burger and chips. And then Brona, like, it was a big chunky pineapple stick, like she milled that as well, and I was like, I don't think you're gonna like this, but she did. She devoured it. And then like a load of gym nut as well. I got 2 medium gym nuts. One for me, one for Carl. Carl wasn't there, so I was bringing it home, but the girls were kind of like tipping between both of them. And then I looked down at Carl's and there was like only like half of it left, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get him another one. So I ended up finishing his and then just getting him a new one. So I ended up getting the guts of like a large one anyway. Probably would have been cheaper just to get a large and a medium, but it's just the way it worked out. And then I did get a flapjack. I gave a little bit to Saoirse and had a tiny bit myself, and then I just gave the rest to Carl, so just don't really want it. Anyways, I'm gonna get home, sort the girls out, and then maybe eat something. But again, I'm not even hungry.
I feel really bloated and a bit gross, so yeah. We will see. I hope you can hear me. I'm actually a bit hoarse as well. But I'm looking forward to just getting home now and taking my jeans off. Alrighty, so I cooked a chicken breast. I just put some guac, salsa and cottage cheese. I don't know if I'm a fan of cottage cheese, to be honest, but I put it on there. This is for the girls. I'm just going to have this for some food with my last bottle of water. Oh my god. I am finally in bed. I tell you what, I am shattered. I am so tired. I have my book with me, so I'm going to do my 10 pages. I've got about half of a bottle left, so I'll drink that. But I am just absolutely zonked, exhausted, wrecked, tired. So I just want to read my 10 pages and just shut off. Like, I feel like I was doing so much today that I didn't even have a chance to look at my to-do list. I feel like there was probably loads of things on my list that I didn't do. So look, tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow I have an event in the morning. It's a remote event. It's a business event that I signed up for. So I think that's from like 9:30 to 12:30 or something like that, but at least it's at home. So I'll be up, I'll be dropping Brona to school, and then I'll have that. I might even, depend on how it is, like some of these things, like you don't know until you're on it, like what the setup is, especially if it's like 3 hours long. I might even do my walk while I'm on it, like just have the earphones in and just like go for the walk in the morning. At least then I'll have that done. It's all weather dependent as well, but yeah, we'll see. I'm so tired. Very enlightening day, a lot of good stuff, but I just need sleep to be able to like start to process it, and then tomorrow and in the next few days and the next while things will start to sink in. But yeah. Also, I don't like cottage cheese. I just confirmed it there. Like, it's one thing if it's like in my eggs because I can't really taste it, but there it was just like on top of my burger. And some people use it as like a dessert and stuff. Like, I don't get that at all. So yeah, that's just interesting to know. Also, there was a little bit of my soda bread left, so I just needed a snack just for a comfort thing more than anything. So just using a little bit of peanut butter. Like, there's literally like hardly any bread left, and banana. And I just had that. So hello, I won't say good morning because it is now 1:20, and I'm just making my breakfast now. Had a very busy morning as I was on a webinar thing from like 9:30 to 12:30, so that's obviously just around all things school pick up and drop off and reading and sleeping and all that sort of stuff. So with that in mind, there wasn't really any naps being had. I did try to put Saoirse to sleep, but she was just too stimulated with what was going on. There was like a 10-minute break during it where I tried to read some pages. I read some but not all, so I need to finish my 10 pages. But I do have my picture taken, and I do have, I'm on my, coming up to the end of my third water, so that's good. So my plan now is to have some food. I'm just frying up some chorizo and bacon, lardons, and I'm going to chop up some veg now. I've forgotten about chopping up the potatoes, so I'm actually going to take that off the heat and prep some veg to throw in here, because I'm going to just make it up as I go. What do you think, guys? Anyway, we're just going to turn off that heat in general. Yeah, so I do not like cottage cheese, it's decided, so I am putting that, I'll move you up a bit. I'm going to put the cottage cheese in the bin and just give up on the cottage cheese fad. I mean, I can still add it to things just for like extra protein or whatever, like, but then I'm like, do I have to do that? Maybe there's other things I could add instead that I would actually like, such as maybe cheese, or even I used to put creme fraiche in my scrambled egg. As you know, I think that was all part of the start of this journey. Haven't done that in a long time, but I'm glad I tried it. But it's not something that I would be interested in. Even maybe sour cream could be nice. I don't know. So yeah, I'm giving up on the cottage cheese journey, but I'm glad that I tried it. So again, similar to the social media things, I don't have to feel bad for not using it, you know. So I'm happy enough with that. I'm actually just going to put on this potato now because of bacon and curry, so fairly well done. So moving all that to the side, adding in some olive oil. I remember hearing somewhere that you're not meant to use extra virgin olive oil for cooking. Can't remember why, but I still do it. Okay, potatoes are in. Potatoes are in, so while they get started, I'm going to cut up some onion. I'll just do half an onion of the, is it like green onion, yellow onion, what do you call this? I think I heard someone calling it a brown onion. It's only a small one, but I'm going to cut up half of it. And then I can use the other half later, and then I'm also going to do half of the red onion as well, and again use the other half later. Maybe I should just like fully chop the onions now while I'm at it. I wasn't going to chop later on this onion, but it would save my energy for later. I need to revisit what I have in the fridge in terms of a recipe for tonight. There's some things that I want to and have to use. I want to use and have to use some sweet potato. I have some peas there, I have some carrots, I have peppers, but they could probably be used elsewhere. Starting to run short on meat as well, so I might do a revisit of what I actually have and decide what to make for dinner. I had put in this week from ChatGPT that I wanted to make a roast, but that hasn't happened, so that's okay. We won't worry about it. I will actually, today's Thursday, so I will have to do another shop soon. I'm not going to do the shop today, but I will have to do a shop soon, so we are coming to the end of the challenge, and there were a few things I'm just thinking about now and reflecting that I said that I wanted to do before the end of the challenge, one of which was to make my own pizza. I obviously did do some pizzas, but that was using a pre-made base. And if I didn't do it, that would be fine, but I did say I wanted to do that. And another one was to make like a full roast to it, like stuffing and mostly just, I suppose, stuffing, roast potatoes, all that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking now I've got the rest of this week. Today's Thursday. This week finishes on Wednesday, and I will have to do a shop maybe on Saturday, or no, sorry, yeah, probably Saturday actually. I've got so much tomorrow. So I could try prioritize that. Let me think. If I was to do a shop on Saturday and prioritize a roast on Sunday, that could be good. That could work out. That could make sense. Because the thing with roasting is like you need to have the time to do it, and midweek is something there. So yeah, I might prioritize a roast for Saturday, or sorry, for Sunday. Doing a shop on the Saturday or the Sunday morning, and then and then also prioritize getting the ingredients to make my own pizza. And then I will feel like I really did what I wanted to do in this challenge in terms of cooking. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I wanted to do? I wanted to retry that white bread that I made at the start that I like completely crumbled on. Like, it still ended up nice at the end, wanted to also, I have like festive like mincemeat from like mince pies there. Just a mincemeat. So I want to actually make that into a tart. So yeah, those are, I suppose, the 4 things that I really want to prioritise now is a roast, my mincemeat tart, pizza from scratch, and what was the other thing? Can't remember. But there's 4 things there that I need to think about and consider. And that is it. So sorry, I was on my call there and then I decided, I can't remember if I said, I decided to walk down and collect Brona because Saoirse wasn't sleeping. So I have my outdoor walk done and I literally got in, I'm not joking, like about 2 minutes before rain started, and that wasn't planned. So that was lovely. Oh, my eyes are starting to sting. So my walk was done, nearly finished my 3rd litre, and nearly finished my pages as well, so I'll get that done after breakfast. Okay, that is it, and I'll see you later. I've used the last of the salsa from the pot that I had open, but I cannot wait to eat this. It's 4:30. I'm back up in bed putting Saoirse to sleep, so I'm going to finish off my 10 pages now. I was just scrubbing downstairs trying to clean it. And yeah, now that I have downstairs done, I'm going to put Saoirse to sleep, finish my 10 pages. I have finished my water already, so my water is done for the day. And then I'm going to go into like my to-dos and see like what it is that I can kind of just take off and just reorganize them a bit before dinner starts and it all just starts again. I am very ready for this challenge to be over, honestly. It's 5:30, Saoirse is asleep, Brona's downstairs playing, Carla's home, so I'm just going to crack on with my yoga actually. And then after yoga, do dinner. Then after dinner tonight, have like showers and stuff like that. I still haven't even opened up my to-do list or my planner or anything. But look, if I can get my yoga done, I think that'll be good because I'm tired and I'm sick and I just want to get it over and done with. So I'm going to do a full body stretch. So it's dinner time. Brona is actually gone to bed very early. She was wrecked. So I'm not going to use my mince because she loves mince. So I have some salmon darns instead. So I'm going to do that. I thought I had bought sweet potato, but it was actually just like 4 roasting regular potatoes, which is annoying because I also bought regular potatoes. Anyways, so what I've done is I've put them into like 8s. So 2 potatoes into 8s, and I have them with oil, salt, pepper, and paprika, and I have them in the oven right now, which I just put in. But what I'm doing, which I've never done before really, is creating a glaze for the salmon. So I have a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon, oh I should have to put another half a spoon of honey, a tablespoon of olive oil, and was there something else? Maybe I need to double check what I meant to be putting in here. I feel like there was something else. Yeah, I need to mince 2 garlics and put them in here as well. So I'm going to put in the garlic now and another half a spoon of honey, and then I just glaze the salmon with that. So that's going to be interesting. I do have peas that I want to use, I have carrots that I want to use, and broccoli that I want to use. So I think it's going to be a bit of a roast. Not the roast that I want to cook, but still we're getting closer and closer. The recipe actually called for me to roast the potatoes but to boil the veg, and then I said, do you know what, I'm just going to throw everything into the oven because, I mean, can you roast peas? I don't know, but sure, we'll give it a shot. And then I have my salmon in the oven already. I just put them into like little tinfoil parcels, so they're cooking away. I'm going to throw these back in now. The potatoes have been on for a while, but I'm going to put in all the veg. Look at this little cutie pie. That phone does not work, just FYI. Anyways, ChatGPT is telling me that peas do not roast well, so yeah, it's like, take them out. And I'm like, I don't want to take them out, I just really can't be arsed, so we'll see. I'm just experimenting anyway, it's grand. It's grand. But yeah, I didn't really time this either, so I don't know when everything's going to be done, but I'm just gonna keep checking it and moving things around and see what happens. Other than that, I'm finished everything I've done. Do I say bye bye? Hey, bye bye. Good girl. Done my 2 workouts. I've drank my 4 liters. I took my picture. I read my 10 pages. I had my breakfast. It's gonna be my dinner. And I will have a little snacky of. I just have this is gonna sound so weird, but like half of a burger bun there that seriously took out of the packet, so needs to be eaten. So I'm just gonna use that for my banana and peanut butter. And yeah, so I'm finished really early today, which is great. It's great. You want to say bye bye? Do it again. Good girl. Good morning. It is a Friday morning. We're just out of the gym. Back day. Lifting heavy. So I had trap bar paired with weighted back extension and also bench over row. And then I had lat pull down paired with chest supported row, and then I added on tricep dips, tricep extensions and scap pull-ups. So did 3 rounds of that then as well. So tired, my arms are sore. It's bright and sunny today, however there are heavy showers, so that's no fun. So I'm just gonna get home now, put Saoirse to bed, read my pages, and I actually got up this morning early. I didn't do any work last night, and I also forgot to have a shower, so I'm looking forward to having one of those when Saoirse goes to sleep. But I got up early this morning and I did a few things that are on my list. So like last night I just like literally wrote out all my to-do list again, and then kind of like circled the stuff that I wanted to get done today, and I got a lot of them actually done this morning while Saoirse was asleep. So happy days, good start to today. I do have a work call this afternoon, which is with another potential vendor for the journal. So it's all exciting times. Today is actually Black Friday, so let's just bring this abundant energy into the day and see what comes over the weekend. See you later. By the way, that dinner last night was so nice. It was so nice. ChatGPT does not know what it's talking about. The peas were beautiful, but you know what made it really nice was I put duck fat on it, and I think that really makes a difference. But yeah, it was cooked to perfection. Couldn't really taste the like marinade. Like I'm sure if I didn't have it I would notice the difference, but there wasn't to me a big kind of flavour off of it. Maybe it needed more of something. I suppose it was just soy sauce and honey, but yeah, anyway. But the veg were just so nice. So yeah, I definitely have mince there, so I'm going to do some kind of like mince dish today. And I have more veg that I need to use up. I might even try do a lasagna or a pasta bolognese or something like that. I know. Yeah, I'm always doing them. Kind of boring. But I'm also going to have a look at doing my mince meat pie or tart, but honestly I'm not even wanting sweet stuff at the moment, so it's kind of putting me off doing them. I forgot to put my earring back in. It's been out for a couple of days now. Anyway, I've been going around with one earring. Anyways, time to go. Brunch time. So I have about 3/4 of a steak. I have potato hash. I just actually cooked a full rasher because I didn't have any lardons, and I'm only going to have half of an avocado. I'm going to give this to my baby when she wakes up. And there's a little bit of treats out in there and leftover broccoli and different things. So just trying to use up what I have. Oh, I forgot something. I also have some chopped cucumber and tomato. I am out doing my walk. It is 3:20. We're already halfway through. And we're about to have a lot of fun with muddy puddles, I think. More. I just have one bottle of water left to drink and have some dinner, and then we are done for the day. So I'm having a great day. I'm having a really good day. I feel really energized and everything, and I'm just so glad to have this my second workout, to have this done nice and early. Oh my god. Oh, did it go in your mouth? Is dinner time. I am making a pasta bolognese. So I have some mince in there. I have cut in onion, carrots. I have 2 courgettes that were on my shopping list thanks to ChatGPT. So I was like, can I put them in here? I put in some red and yellow bell pepper, half of them each. And that's kind of it at the moment. Have my fusilli pasta cooked, and I'm going to be using mascarpone and tomato pasta sauce, and of course I have garlic and onions and all the stuff in there as well. So yeah, this is going to be a very filling, dense, nutrient dense pasta bolognese. I added some spinach at the end, and I'm going to finish off with some of this powdered parmesan. I'm going buck wild and treating myself to a loaded bowl of porridge with peanut butter. I'm sure this is a gazillion calories, but I'm very excited for it. Happy Saturday! Search the line and see ya. There you are. Okay, so a little bit of a different morning today and a different day today. Verona had her ballet this morning, so we were down there, and the little coffee space that we go to, Carl normally gets some sausage rolls and coffees on a Saturday morning. They said that today is actually their last day because it's just too cold for them, so they had like literally like half price on everything. So they do they're like a full-on catering company, so like they're just really busy with their catering side of the business, and it's not worth it for them until the spring to reopen. So yeah, everything was half price. So I said, you know what, I never bought any of their food there, so they had like pre-packaged like toasties and salads and stuff. So we got 2 toasties. Brona and the girls have ham and cheese, and I have a chicken chorizo and Frank's hot sauce toastie, but it doesn't really look like a toastie, it looks more like a sandwich, to be honest. But we also got 2 Caesar salads as well that we're going to have later. In terms of food for dinner, we're also going out to meet our friends for dinner in a place that have a play area. Woo! So it's a really nice place.
I'm going to get my friend a present.
And we're going to go get your friend a present, yeah. So we have to go buy a present today. We're going to make the mincemeat tart today.
But there's no swimming pool.
No swimming pool, just a play area.
My name is Saoirse.
That's Saoirse. And then we need to do a food
Hello.
shop and obviously all of our workouts. It's lashing rain at the moment, so hopefully that clears up later. No, stop. So we're going to have a dance party as well, aren't we? So we'll have a dance party after we finish our food, and then we're going to go, Mommy's going to go do a walk and a food shop later on before we go for dinner. So, busy day. I've taken my picture, I have 1 water done, and now we're going to go eat and do a bit of dancing. Bye! Bye!
I'm not get this key at home.
Wow.
I got this key because there's no present key.
Yeah. Bye bye. Alright, so just an update that they weren't that nice. I wouldn't get them again. So I'm glad I got them half price. But yeah, kind of actually disappointed. They sounded a lot more promising than they actually were. But at least I know that now, so I don't have to be like drooling over them, being like, oh, should I get them, should I not get them? I haven't had the salad yet, because also it's very early for me to be eating, so I'm actually quite full just off the Sambo. So I'll have the salad later. And I'm just about to bring Saoirse to bed, which means 10 pages. I've only done one water so far, so I'm going to mill into my second water. And then what we're going to do is myself and Brona are going to go downstairs and we're going to put on cosmic yoga. It's meant to be really good. So we'll do a bit of cosmic yoga and then we'll finish off with a dance party. We're about to do some yoga, some dinosaur yoga. Let's go. Woohoo!
Our toes. We open up our backpack by lifting our arms. Ooh. We take our arms out nice and wide and we twist one way to get ourselves some sandwiches. Getting our sandwiches, bringing them to the front, and let's wrap them up. Wrap up the sandwiches and pop them in the backpack.
She's funny.
She is
Arms out very tall and long-necked Diplodocus. Now the Diplodocus like to eat vegetables and they love munching the leaves on the trees. Let's fold all the way forwards and do some leaf munching.
Crisscross appetite.
So we've done 3 different yogas. What did we do? What type of yoga?
The dinosaur way.
Yeah, what else?
And the Christmas one.
Christmas one, dinosaur, and what was the last one? We went on a picnic with the goat and his imaginary friend who was a king. Yeah, so that was lots of fun. First time we ever did that, Brona, wasn't it? So we did loads of yoga. And then,
Got this big massive bowl.
yeah, because now we're going to bake.
A cat.
We're going to bake a cake. So we're making mince meat
So
tart.
it's going to be mommy.
Yummy, yummy in our tummy.
Can I do the bacon?
Yeah.
That's the...
So what we have to bake is the pastry. So we have some plain flour, caster sugar, butter, salt. Hold on, don't touch yet, hold on, because we have to weigh it. And then Brona was already tasting it, but we have our mincemeat filling. And we don't have a round tart thing, so we're going to use this casserole dish. And we've got our rolling pin. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the cake part first, and we're going to leave it in the fridge. And then once that's ready, then we'll put it all together in the thing.
This part, and it's really, really lovely. And mine says so tasty.
Yes, it does. That is the flour. Good job, Rose.
That's the flower. It's flower, you can see it.
Here we say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So we have gained another bakery chef. We have Brona over here doing a very important job. She's buttering the tray. Good job, Brona. And over here, we have left this in for over half an hour in the fridge. So we're going to cut it up 60-40, I think it is that they said. And we're going to start working on the larger piece to get it into our tray. Yeah. We need to roll it out and get it in. So I had to pre-bake the tart ball. I feel like I should have done this better. Like this side here is a lot shorter. I've already been trying to fix it. Then the other side I would have liked if it was actually all up a bit higher. Like here it's actually highish. We've got like a big wave of it being high here. I don't know, I just feel like I could have done this better, but I was distracted because I had the girls, and then obviously it's my first time doing this like this, so yeah, I'm not too confident on this. But anyway, I have repaired this side a bit, so I'm happy about that. I'm just kind of trying to push it up without breaking it, you know, and also it's hot as well, so it's kind of hard to do that. Anyways, while this was in the oven, so I put this in for about 10 minutes with parchment paper on it, and then took the parchment paper off and put it in for another 5 minutes or so. While I was doing that, I was starting to roll out the top.
So the next step now is to start putting this in. So I'm just going to put it up to wherever the smallest side is, which is probably here. I'll put it up to about here. So it's going to be small enough, which isn't great. It's not ideal. It's not what I wanted, but it's what we have. So we're just going to go with it. Hopefully I'm not causing issues actually by poking it loads here. I mean, right, time to pour it in. That didn't actually work out too badly. This is the whole jar. I thought that there'd be too much, but it's actually a good height for where we are here. So I'm happy enough with that now. Yeah, delighted. Here we are. I decided there was loads at the top, so I decided to kind of scrunch it down, and this is more of a design thing because there was just a lot. And now we're painting it, and the girls put little holes in the middle. So Brona is painting it now, and then Saoirse's going to paint some. And then we're going to put it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Are you excited, Browns?
Yeah.
It is... what time is it? It is gone 4:30. We need to meet friends for dinner at 5, so we are running late. I have done a food shop, and I have included in that pizzas from scratch, so I'm very excited about that. And actually the pizza base can use the strong white bread flour, which I have downstairs, so I'm going to just prioritise that over making that bread again, because I don't really care that much about the bread. Running very late. I was driving home from doing my shop, and it dawned on me that I'd never done my walk today, and I was like literally out loud, fuck. So it's going to be a late, cold, wet, dark walk, which is unfortunate, but I need to go now. We're super late and get into this car, but I'm very excited for dinner. I did have a Caesar salad that we had bought from that place for lunch. It was grand, and yeah, that's it. And my tart is ready, and I just left it down in the oven, but I bought some cream and some custard in the shop, so I'll have that as dessert when I get home. So I'm obviously not getting dessert while I'm out. So yeah, I'm excited to have dessert when I get home. It's 7:30. I am out for my walk. Carla's going to bring the girls up for showers and getting into their pyjamas and stuff like that, and a bit of wind down time. Lovely time for the meal. I should have taken a picture actually. I didn't even think of it at the time. But the place we went is called Elephant and Castle, and they're kind of famous for their chicken wings. So I got a small portion of chicken wings, and I also got a Caesar salad. But the Caesar salad was huge. The amount of chicken in it, oh my god, it's massive. So I wish I actually had taken a picture just to show you, but it was so big. But anyways, got them, and I also got a non-alcoholic cocktail, which was really nice. So yeah, that's it. Gonna do a walk now, then we get home. I still have to put away the food shop, it's still in its bags. I'm gonna cut up the mincemeat tart and have some of that with some custard and cream. So can't wait, and I'm excited just to finish this walk. It is dark and stuff, so I didn't even bring my earpods. I just said, you know what, I'll have my senses on me and not be listening to something. So I'm just going to be with my thoughts for the next 45 minutes. Thankfully it's dry anyway, it's just a bit cold, but I'm muffled up, so I'm doing good. And yeah, just looking forward to a bit of dessert now. Here we go. Carl's making some funny noises in there. Good morning. It is a sunny morning. It is 10:05. We're doing things a little bit different today. I've already done my 10 pages, and I have done my what have I done? My progress picture, and now I am out doing my walk. So we have a few things on today. We're going to go visit a relative, and then I've got this event tonight that I won tickets for. It's called the Entrepreneur Experience or something like that, or Experiment or something, I don't know, but that's on tonight. So between the visit and then that, you know, I have to try to get everything in, obviously. So yeah, I'm walking. I've got a coffee and my first water. This is my first water, so I'll definitely get this done on the walk and catch up. I'm not really concerned with the water ever, to be honest.
it's always easy enough for me. But yeah, I'm glad just to be on this walk now, get this out of the way, and I will want to try do my second workout between the visit and the event. I don't want to have it hanging over me for when I come back like I did last night. So anyway, gonna go. This time next week I will be on my final day of 75 hard. I finish on a Sunday. I'm really excited for that. We actually have like a big family dinner that day, like an early Christmas dinner, so any kind of dessert will be saved until the Monday, unless I actually homemade make a dessert, which I might do. We shall see. But yeah, the countdown is officially on. The end is in sight. But just in terms of today for food, I was just considering it. I'm on my way home now. So I want to have a shower, obviously get changed and everything before we go, which time will be tight, so I think I'm just going to do something really simple like boiled eggs on toast or something for breakfast, and then time will be really tight between when we get home and me getting ready to go later on. So I'm going to try if possible to make, because I have done like a big food shop and there's a lot of food there, something a bit more elaborate as like an early dinner, so that I'm full then for the evening. And also just going to try time management wise to sort myself out this morning, so hence why I'm having a shower early. I'm going to do my makeup early, all that sort of stuff, so that I don't really do much other than change my outfit later on and do my hair. So I'm trying to like mentally organise all of it so that it makes sense throughout the day, and also leaves me time, which again, as I said, is limited between the family visit and the event, to do another workout. Something gentle obviously, because I'll have my makeup on, cook some good food and just get ready to go. So a lot to organise. Okay, it's 12:15. We are running behind, but I'm ready to go. I'm just having my eggs, some avocado and some toast. One of them is buttered, one of them is not. Oh, I need to make a cup of tea. Eggs are done. I decided to have a bit of tart while I wait for Carl to have his eggs, because I know that they will be having biscuits and cakes and stuff soon and I won't. So I just thought I'd have some of this now, work it off during the day, and then just have like a nice dinner later. We are home. I am still stuffed from having that mincemeat tart earlier on top of like a couple of boiled eggs and some avocado on toast. But regardless, I need to make dinner because then I need to go out. So I'm going to make dinner now before I get dressed and changed and everything. It is about 4:45 now, so I'm going to be leaving at did we say 5:45 in an hour? So I better hurry up actually. So I'm going to make a pasta bolognese, and I was going to do it differently to how I normally would and make everything from scratch, but after realising what time it is and how much time I don't have, I'm not going to do that. I'm just actually going to make a very simple, easy, regular schmegular pasta bolognese. So I was actually starting this video off thinking, oh, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it differently, blah, blah, blah. No, now that I've realised I have an hour to both get ready and cook and eat dinner, I'm not going to bother. So let me just get my, do I even have pasta? No, I'm wondering, did I use all my pasta? No, I didn't. I do have pasta. So I'm actually I will dice up a few bits of veg. I'm just going to use a pasta sauce rather than making a sauce, which is what I was going to attempt. I'll just do my regular schmegular pasta bolognese. So I've been browning the mince. And then I've just put in a minute or two ago some chorizo, which you can't even see in there anymore. But I put in a whole 65 grams of chorizo. And now I've just added in some diced carrot and onion. Half an onion and one full carrot. And then I have also diced up a full courgette and a full green bell pepper. So I will be adding them in as well. You can start to see the colouring from the chorizo. And I've also
like peeled 3 cloves of garlic, so I will be adding them in as well. And then I have a pot of fusilli pasta boiling in salty water also. I will be using this jar of sauce, and then I do have this, but I also have the mixed pre-grated cheese. I need to look at the ingredients of grated cheese, because I seen something yesterday that was saying that they add in preservatives to keep it grated. Let me just check that. So mozzarella, cheddar, colouring, and potato starch. I think it was potato starch actually that they were talking about. This guy Eddie Abu. So that's not good. I don't want colouring. And I don't want potato starch either. So that's good to know. I might... but grating cheese is such an effort, like it honestly is. It's not one of those things of like... There's a match on in the background, if you can hear that. Like with cream. So I would just buy regular cream now and whip it at home, because I didn't realise that the whipped cream... Like the regular cream is 100% cream. The whipped cream has preservatives in it to keep it whipped, so that makes sense. But like, why would I do that when I can just whip it at home? So it's the same logic with grating cheese. I can just actually buy a block of cheese and grate it, but it's really messy and labour intensive to do that. So yeah, that's a consideration now that I have to do. It's funny, all this information that you pick up from social media. Anyway, I think it's time to add some more veggies. I have about 15 minutes to eat and run up, get changed, and I will top up my makeup on the way in. But yeah, running late. I'm dressed. I'm running late. And I just realised I never did my second workout. Thankfully it's an indoor workout, so I might just do like a gentle yoga or something when I come home. But yeah, I actually just didn't have time. It's not that I just forgot about it and didn't do it. I just actually didn't have time. So at least I can do it when I get home. I just need to make sure that I remember to do it when I get home. But other than that, everything else is done. Having a great day, and I'm going to enjoy this event tonight. It's going to be great. So yeah, just please remind me to do my indoor workout when I get home. It's almost 10:30 and I am on the mat. About to do my yoga. 1 week left. Carl actually rolled out the yoga mat for me, and he's like, I'm not letting you fail at this point. He's like, I would actually be so angry with you if you failed after going through all of this. Sorry, I just want to do this now and go to bed, but the event was really good, so I am kind of buzzing, so it might be a good thing that I have yoga now, just to kind of like decompress a bit. So I just need to get this done. Good morning, it is Monday, it is 11:05. I'm just about to put Saoirse to sleep and read my 10 pages. I have 2 bottles of water done, and I have my progress picture done, and I've got a gym workout done. So all is going well. Got no clips of the gym this morning, but it was legs and chest and arms. So the usual. I just have 2 gym sessions this week. So I have Monday and Wednesday. I don't have one on Friday. So I will still be on 75 hard, but the countdown is officially on because Sunday is my last day and today is Monday, which means I am less than a week to go. So I'm so excited. So I have today and tomorrow as my last days of week 10, and then I'm just into the last 5 days of the challenge, which is amazing. I'm actually getting kind of hungry now. So yeah, I'm gonna put Saoirse to sleep, read my 10 pages, really enjoying this book, and then figure out what I'm doing around like food and collecting Brona and all those things. But yeah, just on my yoga last night, oh my god, my legs were in bits. Like, I'm so glad that I did that yoga. My legs, my calves, my hamstrings and my quads were so tight, and I don't know why. It actually felt like I had walked, like done a hike or something. Like, I was like shocked actually, to be honest. I don't know if it was a combination of like wearing heels, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was really tight. So that was weird, and it kind of
came into the gym today as well, like because I was doing front squats and Bulgarian split squats and different things like that, but it was actually grand. But I wonder if I hadn't done that yoga last night, how it would have been. Like maybe I wouldn't have been able to do it, like, and been seizing up and stuff. But yeah, so that's interesting. I have never regretted a yoga in this whole challenge. The yoga has been the MVP. Now, I have loved the gym as well and everything, but yeah, the yoga is really shining this time around. And also, I'm learning that I do like yin yoga, so I am on a journey with yoga. Because at the start, I was like, no, I want flow, and then I don't like yin, it's too slow, blah, blah, blah. But actually, the yin yoga goes by much faster, and I think that's because when you're doing the flow yoga, you're doing so much movement in such a short period of time, and you're like, oh my god, I'm only like 20 minutes in. Whereas with the yin yoga, like, you're doing your stretch, especially if you get good yin yoga, that's just not like you're lying there, but like if you are like moving, like changing the positions often enough, but you're just doing it in like a more kind of steadier pace, you can get a lot done in a yin yoga class, and it can go quite fast. So yeah, what a journey I've been on with yoga. Anyway, I'm gonna go read and put this one to sleep, and I'll see you later. It is 10 to 5. I am making dinner early, a different one from all the other weeks. We love a bit of variety in this house. I'm actually making hot dogs. I have made both regular and sweet potato wedges, which are in the oven. I season them with salt, pepper and paprika. Have hot dogs, like sausages, in the air fryer. I just have some buns. I may or may not toast them. I'm not fully sure yet. And I think I'm going to use the sauerkraut, because that was something when I first tried the sauerkraut at the beginning of this journey. It said it was good on a hot dog, and I was like, yeah, I could see that actually. So I bought mustard as well, specifically for this. And we made a Caesar salad, so the girls are after decimating all the croutons and the bits of cheese, and probably the creamiest lettuce, but that's all G. It's just a little side salad. So yeah, just waiting for this to cook now. I think the wedges are almost done. The sausages are probably halfway through, and then it's just assembling it all together. I also have pickles as well, so I don't know, it's going to be a bit random. Let's see. There was ChatGPT did tell me about how to like caramelize the onions and stuff, which did sound nice, but I was like, no, do you know what, I want to try it with the sauerkraut while I'm doing it, because we don't have hot dogs that often, and because the sauerkraut was suggested for hot dogs, I was like, do you know what, I'm not going to be arsed caramelizing onions. I was going to do pizza, but then I remember that because I'm doing it from scratch, it's going to take much longer. So I was like, I still need to do my walk, so I'm not doing that. So anyway, Carl will be home in a bit, we'll have food, and then I think we're all going to do the walk together. And then that's it, me for the day. I'm done. I might have a bit more of my mincemeat tart and finished. So I've got 2 hot dogs. I have some mustard and ketchup and sauerkraut on them, some extra hot dogs, some regular and sweet potato wedges, and some Caesar salad. It is 20 to 7 and I am out. I had to delay it a little bit because it lashed down rain, but it seems okay now. It's just very cold and dark. Yeah, another day done. Can't wait now. I love having like one of the sessions done so early in the morning. So good. The food was pretty nice actually. I didn't even have any of the Caesar salad. Had a few of the chips, but like none really. I was actually just full. I ended up having 3 hot dogs. With just mustard, ketchup and a load of sauerkraut, and it was nice. It was very nice. So I'm stuffed now, but I will have some of my tart and custard later. Just to finish that off. It'll be gone then. So yeah, feeling really good. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I am getting my walk done early. I just dropped Brona. The sun is shining, it's blue sky, so I thought I would keep going and just do my walk now. and while I'm out and about, also do a couple of my errands that I've got. So that's what I'm doing. I am almost finished my second water as well, which is nice. And I've taken my progress picture, so obviously this kind of derails my whole reading, but yeah, maybe I'm reading at the wrong time anyway. If I'm always getting distracted, even though I really enjoy the book, that could be like peak brain power for like my business and stuff, so I have to rethink that. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye. Okay, so I have to start my walk again. It is, I think, 5 to 11. So halfway through my walk, I went into a gymnastics thing for Saoirse, my baby, to start in January. It was meant to be like a 2-second thing, go in, pay, leave. But then they were like, oh, while you're here, do you want to do a free trial? So we did that. So I'm just going to start the whole walk again now. So that's fun, especially when it's so cold. My hands are freezing, but no, it was good. She was delighted. So it was a nice little bit of abundance for the day, and thankfully the weather is so nice that I can just walk and I'm not in any rush to get home or anything, so we are all good. What a day so far. So it is just gone 3:30. I have 3 of my waters done. I'm just gonna put Saoirse down for a little nap, so I'm gonna do my 10 pages now, which would be great to get this done, and then I do need to do another workout. However, this morning when I was driving, there was definitely something weird and funky going on with the car, but because of like all the walking and the gymnastics class and the extra walking, and then I had to do a little bit of shopping, and then I bumped into 2 different people that I know, which is unusual for me. I decided that I would just wait until Brona was finished school, and then after school I was like chatting to some of the mums while the girls were playing with the other kids and all that sort of stuff. So it was a while before I even went back to the car since parking it this morning. And sure, I never noticed it this morning, but like one of the wheels is like completely horrifically flat, like it's gone, like you shouldn't be driving on it. So I did drive home in it, but I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with it now? Like, it's only so funny because only last week I was like, I haven't done any walking down to the school. I must have just manifested this because I'm going to have to definitely walk the girls down tomorrow. Carol was onto a mechanic who I think is going to come down to the house to have a look at it today, but I don't think a new tyre is going to come in until tomorrow. This is not ideal. I actually have things to do. Like on Thursday I wasn't going to put Ronan to school. I have to go visit an aunt and stuff because it's coming closer to Christmas. I want to try see a few people before we head to Portugal on the 19th. Today is, I don't know, the 3rd or 2nd or something, so it is not ideal. But that's just something that I'm going to have to think about. So yeah, I will have a walk tomorrow and I'll have a gym, which is also not ideal because that walk is not going to count because I can't do both workouts together. So they have to be 3 hours apart. So my outdoor work tomorrow is actually not going to count towards anything unless I just don't go to the gym, which is an option. But I'm not doing the gym on Friday. I'm not doing the gym on Friday. So that would mean I only have 1 gym session this week, which also would not be good. So I don't know what to do. It's annoying. Because I'm also thinking I'm going to have to like walk Brona home from school tomorrow. And even at that, like the 3 hours, it won't be a full 3 hours. Since my workout in the gym. I don't know. I'm going to have to really think about it. Like, her school is 3 hours. So if I was to get her in on time, by the time she finishes school, technically it'll be 3 hours. But no, it's not going to work. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's not going to work because although it's 3 hours that she would have been in school, it would have only been like 2 hours since I finished the gym. So I don't know, I have to think about it and what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I'll think about that today, but in the meantime I am going to read my 10 pages, and then I really need to do some like actual like to-dos from my list, because I have not been doing anything, I'll be honest. I have been doing like house stuff, like I was just cleaning and cooking and having food and all the things. My breakfast was really nice. I made some for Carl as well, so I put like loads in it, and the girls had like loads of the like bacon and treats and stuff, so it was a really big portion. But I don't even know what to have for dinner. I'm just feeling a bit like meh now about this whole car situation. Anyway, I'm gonna go read.
But we don't have water.
Here's nice, the baby seahorse. Coming down onto one knee, he does a little. Now lift up that knee, turn yourself around, and drop down onto the other knee.
Hi everyone, it is a Wednesday morning, but I just wanted to finish off yesterday and last week with a video, because I never did like a video last night. I wasn't really recording much yesterday. I was just starting to get really stressed about the car and how things were going to go today and all the things, but yesterday was really good. I ended up doing like one of those cosmic yogas with the girls again. There's a lot of kind of talking and that, so like kind of when she's talking I'm just doing other stretches and poses and stuff like that, but it's good just doing it with the girls and for them to create those memories and neural pathways and stuff like that. I made a beef fajita for dinner, which was quite nice, and a ChatGPT recipe. And yeah, I remember I was just in bed last night being like, did I do everything? Like, right, I did my walk, I did my yoga, had my dinner, I read my 10 pages. Like, I was like just going through the list, because like I was just stressed, and I was like, I'm after forgetting something. Like, I did my progress pic, I drank my gallon of water. Like, I was saying it to Carl, I was like, is there anything I'm forgetting here before I go to bed? But no, it was all good. So week 10 is officially finished. I am delighted, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the last 5 days bring. Yeah. So that was like a crazy week in terms of like, it was just so busy. I had meetings, I had my online course, I had the physical event that I went to all dolled up for. We had family visits, my car, like the puncture, like, oh my god. And then I lost my AirPod, like one of my AirPods. I was so flustered with the car and like everything that was going on, and then I met like a load of people that I know like randomly, so I'm having all these discussions, and I just took it out and put it somewhere, but like wherever I put it, it must have just dropped, because I've checked all the places I would have put it and it's not there. So that's kind of disappointing, but not the end of the world. What else did we have? There was one day that I went down to sign my daughter up for gymnastics, and while I was there they were like, oh, do you want to stay and like do like a free trial or whatever? So that kind of like threw off my whole walk, so I ended up having like an extra long walk that day, which was all good. Like, that's not a bad thing, but yeah, it was just really busy. It was even like the week of Black Friday, so there was just so much in terms of like trying to get ready for that with my new business and all the things. So in terms of like life wise, it was a very busy week to have to try fit in 75 hard. I don't have so much to report here in terms of like newness, but we did start with some cosmic yoga, which people have been like telling me about for so long, and I just never tried it, but it was actually really fun being able to do that with the girls. And you know, sometimes I'm doing these like yoga sessions on YouTube and people are like, oh, I cried when you mentioned this, or during Shavasana or whatever, and I'm like, I'm just not like emotionally attached to my yoga in that sense. But the first time I did cosmic yoga, and I think I actually was in Shavasana, I think I was in like corpse pose, and Brona was in corpse pose, and I did actually like tear up, because I was just like, this is actually so lovely just being able to do this with her. So it's probably the first time I ever cried doing yoga, but that was doing the first cosmic yoga, which was nice. Other than that, meals that I made that are maybe new. So we did hot dogs. It wasn't great. I wouldn't do it again, but like, it was just something different to do. We had salmon one night a salmon roast, which was delicious. It was really, really nice. I was really happy with it. But I did make a glaze. Now I didn't really taste the glaze. Maybe I would have tasted it if, or not like noticed if I didn't have it, but like I didn't really taste the glaze, but it was still cool doing the process of like creating a glaze to then put onto the salmon before I cook it. So that was cool. We had beef fajitas. I did choose the wrong type of beef. I used like stewing beef or diced beef or something. I don't know what it was, but it was kind of like hard and chewy, but it was still nice. It was still something different to have. But the big thing from this week was I baked the mincemeat tart, which was very cool. Just kind of like going through the process of making it and then having it and stuff. So but funnily enough, I didn't even really want to do it. I kind of just did it because I had the mincemeat there and I wanted to use it, but like I wasn't like craving anything sweet or anything. Like I wasn't like, oh god, I'd love a dessert now. Like, you know, I could have like easily done it not having it, but I just wanted to do it. Like it was more the act of doing it than actually the eating of it. And that was it. Oh, and I did use courgettes for the first time ever. I don't think I've ever used courgettes before, but used diced courgettes in like different meals and stuff. So it's kind of like the kimchi and the sauerkraut and stuff. It's just these things that, and this is why I wanted to do this challenge, was to just give myself an excuse to use new ingredients and cook new things in different ways and stuff, so that it's just a norm for me to do it again. So courgettes are now just in my list of ingredients that when I'm in the shop I can just pick up a few courgettes, dice them up, throw them into whatever. It's just to add more substance to whatever it is that I'm cooking. Like I want my food to be really filling, so that like I'm getting full from my real meals, so that I don't feel the need then to snack or to pick or to do any of that sort of stuff. Like I want to be able to have like really nutrient dense and filling meals. So that was cool. And then on Saturday I was out like all day, so I didn't cook at all at home. Actually, I ate everything, which is funny because like most of this challenge I'm eating from home. I'm not really eating out, but I had like a cafe meal. I think it was like a toasty and a salad or something for like my brunch, and then we went out for dinner actually. So that's another thing we had on. We had like a dinner with friends, so we kind of meet like around Christmas time and exchange gifts and stuff. So yeah, had another meal out, and I had a mocktail that night, which was very nice. So yeah, busy week, not much to report on in terms of 75 hard, but final full week is done, so I'm delighted about that. That's great news, and I'm just really excited to finish off last 5 days. You know, I could be on day 75, and if I miss something like my picture, for example, kaput, done. So I just need to get laser focused, get the next 5 days done, and then I have successfully completed 75 hard for the second time. So let's see what happens next week.